Huh? What do you mean, Bert Live? Oh, hello, friends. This is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Welcome to another last-minute live stream. You never know when I'm gonna stream, and you know, maybe you should. I will say I do typically stream, you know, at the same time every time. But welcome. I hope you guys are having a great week. Today, we're gonna be playing some Grand Arena. Very excited about this. As you guys know, I've been trying to do my best, but really, I don't care. I just want to have fun. So, today I'm going up against Sparktown 1662 Spike Swugga. Thank you. And thank you. I will do my best. I make no promises though. I mean, like none. So, we'll see how it is. This is what he's got up front. He's got a pretty decent setup, it looks like. And then down here at the bottom, his backside. He doesn't have much protecting his backside, so this will actually be pretty interesting. Now, his roster is very similar to mine, or at least it was when, you know, obviously when we started. He does have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He does have a Relic 8 Kylo Ren, whereas mine is substantially less. Like, well, I say substantially. Mine's just a Relic 7, but I feel like there's a point at a Relic 8 that it's just, you know, it's good. So it looks like he's probably going after Jedi Master Luke, kind of like me, because he's got wigs and bigs, you know. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not seeing a lot that kind of terrifies me, but as you guys know, I just do what I do. Alex Lamson, how are you, sir? Make sure you're doing your homework. Let's go ahead. Let's start at the bottom. Start at the bottom. Boop-a-doo. I'm gonna go after this guy here. Do you wanna go after? Let's go after him. So he's got, let's see, he's got a Pogo, not a high Pogo, and Sunfac. Alright, so want a lower team that can stun and take a bunch of damage. Dun, 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 dun. So how are you guys out there today? As always, we are streaming on Facebook, Twitch, and here on YouTube. I do it for kicks and giggles. Let's see. Oh snap! Dark Jilla's in the house. What's up, Jillas? How are you, sir? I'm gonna go first order. The crazy weirdo who likes to eat pie. Welcome, sir. It has been a hot minute since I've seen you. And I gotta tell you, gotta report. Recently, I ate almost an entire apple pie from Costco. It was just delicious. Just delicious. So let's go here, here, and here. That's what I'm doing at this. It's a little overkill, a little, but we get a bit of a stun with Foxy over here, or just a straight murder, which is what happened. Shadow Demon. Welcome, my friend. How are you? I hope you guys are having a good night, a good week. I I am having a good night and a good week. 53, not bad. Not bad. I probably could have done it with less. I was a little anxious. It's been a while since we've done 3v3. And so there's some nerves, right? So let's go first order. They've got those two. Let's look at their mods. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, that's the kind of mods that I keep on Phasma because I don't care for her. As you guys know, I really feel Phasma was a wasted character. And again, that's nothing on the actress. She did a fine job, but they killed her in episode 7. They killed her in episode 8. Like, I was really expecting her to come back in episode 9, but she didn't, and kind of disappointed by that. Alright, so let's go. Let's look at my Empire, see what I've got. Don't think that would be enough. I was thinking like a Padme, or not Padme, but Palpatine thing, but I don't want to kill him right off. I don't want to use that right off the bat. Let's do... This is tough. Like, the hardest part about 3v3 is figuring out your best teams. Like, who do you want to do where? So let's go Boba. Let's go here. Let's do this. Yep, this is what I'm thinking. We'll see it. Just Young Justice. Awesome. Never seen Young Justice. Like, it's the DC, Young Justice League, right? Cartoon. Like, I say I've never seen it. I think I've seen some of it. If that's what I'm thinking. I still have yet to see the what's it called? The verse, the Snyder Cut. I want to. I just haven't made time to watch it. I went to bed early the other night. Like, it was weird. I don't do that, like, ever. But all right. So we're making some pretty good headway. Yeah, the DC animation, I'm telling you, they had it right. They really did some great stuff in my mind. I really liked DC animation. Trying to figure that out. Okay. A couple of months ago, I went to my brother-in-law's house, and he was watching Batman Sub-Zero from, like, the 90s. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. All right. Let's see. I got a tank. I got someone who does true damage, and I've got this guy. I want to kill him fast. I want some maneuverability. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Let's go. Oh, man, this is probably overkill again. But you guys know my motto. Overkill is better than dying. It's just true. Yeah, man, Mask of the Phantasm? Right, I'm right there with you. Great film. And film it is. Like, anyone who says, like, cartoons are not movies or something dumb like that, I remember that was like one of the first movies I watched. I don't know. And like, I don't even know, man. Like, the Batman, that movie was like one of the first animated films that made it all the way to the big screen, and it's films like that that in my mind like set the stage for the nerddom that we have today, right? Without movies like that, there is no I don't want to say there's no Clone Wars, but like there is no like I don't even know. It's just it's not as good. Life's not as good without movies like that. I'm gonna kill this guy because he's bugging me. Ba-boom. I'm really afraid that droid over there is gonna just do some serious damage, right? Booyah, Grandma! Right there. Okay. Now we gotta start killing. It's that no damage button every time. He's gonna get me. So let's take off all of this extortion. He doesn't do... No, he doesn't. He's got tenacity. Oh, there it is. I knew that was coming. So how have you guys been performing in your GAC this fine day? Alright, there we are. Do. He's gonna keep doing it. He's gonna keep doing it. I should prepare. Let's do this. Alright. Butt nugget. Attack again. Attack again. Let's do this. Alright. There we go. We've stunned him. Let's hit him with the big dogs right there. Right there. Alright. So what's new in Star Wars? Let's see. So let's come right here. I'm gonna get it's not a freebie by any means, but it's a nice little bonus, right? A free one-on-one almost. Boom. All right, that goes away. Oh no, I used the wrong one. Uh-oh. Remember how I said it was a nice bonus? I lied. I used the wrong Kylo. This is no bueno. I'm gonna have to actually work for this one, guys. This is why you pay attention to your lineups and don't make rushed decisions like I just did. Still think I'll be okay, but it's gonna be a tougher battle. I'm gonna have to work for it. That's what it comes down to. I hate when I do that, right? It's very frustrating. Boom, ba-doom. Let's do that. Let's come over here and hit her and say, stop it! Stop it! Maybe take some turns. Switch it up a bit. Do. So we've got, let's see, it's March 24th today. We've got a little over, it's like 40 days before the next, before Bad Batch comes out. I'm really excited. I'm really stoked. Now, all right, let's just do it. Let's talk about this because I'm gonna ask the question. You guys feel free to comment in the section below or in the the chat. There are 6 marquee events coming, right? Who do you think they are? And I feel like almost 100% that it is the Bad Batch, and it's gonna be we're gonna get the Bad Batch, but we're also gonna get what's her face, Fennec Shand, right? Fennec Shand is going to be a character in the Bad Batch, the TV show. She is also a character in The Mandalorian. I don't know if you knew that, but she is character in The Mandalorian. And so I feel like it would make the most sense for it to be the 5 Bad Batch characters and Fennec Shand. With that, maybe we get a trooper, Trooper Cody, Clone Trooper Cody, whatever his name is, rework. Or an adjustment. Not a full-on rework, but an adjustment. I could see that happen. But I do think that those 6, 5 of them are going to be the Bad Batch. Now, maybe we get Echo, and then, you know, something in the future. But I just have this feeling that that's what's coming. I don't know. It makes the most sense to me. I mean, we could get a few other things. I'd love to see Jabba. What's his face? Hondo Naka obviously would be amazing. But I don't know, man. I get this feeling that it's gonna be what's his face? There's a connection error. What? Dun, dun. Let's do the Jedi here. I feel like that's probably let's do who do I want to do? Darth Hideous, how are you, sir? I'm good. I'm doing really well. Let's jump out and let's look at these others up here. What series am I most excited for? Right now, hands down, Bad Batch. I'm very excited for a number of reasons. What do I want to see in the Bad Batch? I want to see the what do you call those guys? The Inquisitorius, right? I want to see the Bad Batch work alongside Vader to an extent. Not Separatist. I want to use the Separatist. Shit. I want him to see the Bad Batch work alongside Vader, and I think that would be awesome. I want to see, or at least hear, about Thrawn. Oh man, this is why you need a tank. I didn't have one. The temple. Oh yeah, there's so much that they could pull from the Bad Batch, right? We could see Grogu, right? Yeah, absolutely. We could absolutely see Grogu. We could see, like I said, I want to see Thrawn. During our last live stream when I was playing Battlefront 2, great game by the way. One of the questions I believe Darth Gillis asked was, do I think that the Bad Batch were the first step in the Dark Trooper? And the answer is, personally, I do think yes. Whether they turn out to be or not is obviously anyone's guess. But the idea is in Mando, Dr. Phalanges, I don't remember his name. Dr. Preshing, that's the one. Dr. Preshing said that current state of troopers are all droids, and they phased out the human component. And so maybe that's what Echo was being, right? Yeah, I think we see phase 1 of the Dark Trooper. I also think that we'll see aspects of Thrawn, heir to the Empire, introduced into this coming set. And for those of you who don't know, it's all about cloning and cloning Jedi and Jedi Force powers, and so that's what I think we're gonna see. There's so much that could happen that I hope does. Like, that would just be freaking epic. Let's go here. I'm gonna use 5.0 first. I'm gonna do Arc Trooper and Echo, and then I'll have. See, here's the thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do 5.0 first. And I'm actually gonna do Rex and Arc Trooper. What's 5's leadership ability? No, I'm gonna do these two. I'm gonna do Echo and Arc Trooper. Yeah, I think, like, here's the thing. Like, Thrawn was around at the time. It's not like Thrawn was a nobody. Thrawn was, like, rocking it at that time. Like, I think it's very possible that they're going to be going up against not only, what do you call it? Not only rebels and other things like that, but I think they're going to be fighting against pirates. I think we're going to see what happens to the pirates. I think we're going to see kind of what happens to a lot of these, what do you call it? Just unique characters that kind of fall by the wayside. I wouldn't be surprised. Dangerous. I don't know how to say your name, man. I'm trying, but I am terrible with names. Just ask my students. I'm just really bad. But I think there's a lot of real awesome stuff. Now, I'm a little disappointed. Okay, so hold on. I am now way more disappointed that Cara Dune is no longer part of Star Wars because of the rumors that have been going on with what was meant to happen for her. Okay, I gotta sit up for this because, oh my gosh. First off, 2 words, Darth Talon. Okay, Darth Talon would have been the big baddie in the sequel trilogy, or the Filoniverse, right? Which, to me, is so much happiness that is just amazing. Just tons and tons of happiness right there. Why? Because, again, I think they are setting up freaking Thrawn to be an anti-hero, right? Is he a bad guy? Yeah, he's a bad guy when he's working with the Empire. But he's not just an Imperial baddie. There's more to him than that. Before I get too talkative, I'm going to double check back here because I'm going to forget that I already forgot. I already forgot there were people in the back because I got too talkative about Star Wars. If Darth Talon is the main baddie, it frees up Thrawn to be that anti-hero to protect his own people in the extended universe, right? Or in the unknown regions, right? First off, that's awesome. Next, let's go over here and bring in some Jedi real quick. Yeah, why not? Let's do this. Well, it'll kill him. But if she would have been the main baddie, right? Which again would have been freaking awesome. If Darth Talon would have been the main baddie, it would have connected all the Sith into everything, and it would have been like, oh, the Sith are more than just a name. I don't know. It would have been awesome. Is Thrawn the Tony Stark of Star Wars? You mean charismatic billionaire playboy? No, that's Hondo. Clearly, Hondo is the Tony Stark of Star Wars. Only in the sense that he's charismatic, because he's clearly not that brilliant, and but he's awesome, right? Thrawn is, I don't know how to just, like, I've described Thrawn in the past as the or especially how he's being written now, Thrawn as the Sherlock Holmes of Star Wars. Like I just said, I finished reading. We do need more Hondo. I really want to see. Speaking of which, I do hope and fingers crossed that Hondo is in the Book of Boba. Right? I would be very happy to see Hondo in the Book of Boba, because if Boba's going to return, he's going to need people to help with him, smugglers, whatever, and who better to help him than Hondo, right? Onaka Transports. That's what he does, right? He's a solutions management guy. Let's go here. I am gonna try this, and I feel like it's gonna backfire on me by a lot, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Put Hondo in something and you're gonna be good. But like, I just freaking love the idea of what potential. Yeah, I've lost this one already. This was dumb of me. Because he brings her back, and so much stupidity went into choosing this. Anyways, so here's the thing. I'm excited for the next Star Wars. Whatever comes next, I'm kind of like stoked about it. I really like the idea of the Bad Batch because it has so much potential. Will we see like the Phoenix crew? Probably not. You know, will we hear about the rebellion? Absolutely, we will. I mean, I'm sure there will be different parts of that we'll totally see. But like, there's so much that could happen that I'm just really hoping does, you know, because it's just chock full of potential. Oh, you butthole. I've got to do a. Oh, this was dumb of me. Oh, I'm mad at myself. But yeah, like I'm really excited about that. What is it? The Star Wars Visions that's coming out, I think, in the fall. Is it Visions that's coming out in the fall? That looks interesting. I'm very curious. It's over. Yeah, this was a bad choice. But, you know, you make mistakes and you move on. So, let's see. Acolyte, Acolyte does sound really interesting. It's the first story told from the perspective of a Sith. And that just sounds awesome. Like, I am not a fan of. Yeah, I should have at least brought BB-8. That was really dumb of me. Acolyte is a really interesting point. A really interesting concept because it takes place that 100 years before in the High Republic. It takes place the 100 years before, and I'm excited for it. Like I legit am excited for it. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. So we'll do Palps, and I'm doing it. I'm going in. Just the two. Master and Apprentice. Pretty good book, by the way. Oh, balls. I made another mistake. So, but Acolyte sounds really interesting because, again, because of all the stuff that it could contain. The fact that Acolyte is going to be focusing on the Sith 100 years before, you're going to get the plan of the Sith. You're going to get the idea that, hey, the Sith are trying to make a comeback. The Sith are trying to do some devious stuff. There's just so much potential there, right? Will we see Darth Tenebris? We should. Will we see Plagueis? I mean, hopefully, because if Tenebris is in it, then Plagueis should eventually be in it, because Tenebris was Plagueis' master. Will we see the machinations of... Oh... Nope. Will we see the machinations of the Sith leading up? I hope so. Like, I really do. It really sounds cool. Now, Leslie Headland is the director, and she's one that I think a lot of people are up in arms about. The one show that I know her from is called Russian Dolls, and I have not seen it, but I want to. It's essentially, what's that one? Groundhog's Day with a chick who gets drunk and murders herself a lot. I don't necessarily know. But like, it looks good. Like, it looks like a really good show. I just haven't had the time to watch. You know, there's so much good stuff out there that it's like, when do you find the time? She was Harvey Weinstein's assistant, so you know she's a classy lady. Oh man, I'm gonna get banned just for saying Harvey Weinstein, right? Or Weinstein, whatever. The guy who raped a bunch of people, like a douchebag. Anyways, let's see, who are we looking at? We've got, yeah. So we've got, I don't know. There's a lot of potential, essentially. Now, I'm not, Kira and Nest from, huh? You think? Let's give it a shot. My Kira and my Nest are not the best. I won't lie. Kira, Nest, they're pretty low, but they do have mods on them, which is a good thing, right? And she's not modded the right way. Let's do it. Let's do the Kira Nest, and I'm gonna see how it pans out. But this is what I'm gonna do as well. What is her leadership ability? Okay. This is what I'm doing. Are you ready? Because I feel like I want to use more of my characters. And I didn't get Wampa up for nothing. Right? So let's just jump into it. He's got a Relic 3. I've got a Relic 3. Kira's about to die. So let's do it. Let's see what we got. Booyah, Graham. Hey, there's one. He just keeps coming back. He's a jerk. I gotta say, I kind of think I'm gonna get Wampa up to Relic 7. I really like him. He's just a fun character to play, and I don't know, he's just awesome in my mind. Same thing with like Nest. I love Nest, man. I freaking love Nest. Oh! I kind of want to put it on auto and see what happens. Like, I really hope that, like, that Nest is needed for later on. Actually, no, that's not. I mean, I do hope that. I mean, I hope that she becomes more of a, I don't know, an effective character, someone who's oh, is he gonna kill her before? Nope. Oh, and that's the game, my friends. Oh, that butthole. He's just gonna keep going. He's just gonna keep reviving like a turdmonger. Oh, okay, this is what I'm doing. Auto it is. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. I am taking myself out of the equation, and let's see if these two mad, angry fighters, attackers can win the day. I think they can. I have faith that the anger within these two characters is enough to overcome the peace and love that is Mon Mothma. I think it's very possible. You can't target Mothma. That's the problem, right? And that's what makes her such a good leader. Is you can't target her. This is ridiculous, right? And again, also, white people love Mothma, but now she's dead, and those are my boys. Actually, girls. Girl, boy, I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's Nest. That's Wampa. They rocked the house. And we got the full clear. All right. Let's take out the big baddies. All right. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to put in my Jedi. And let me actually bring up my Jedi. Make sure I'm not leaving any wasted. I think there's a lot of potential here. I'm going in with these guys. So I'm very excited, guys. I finally got my Mothma up to gear. Where is she now? She's gear 10? No, gear 12. She's gear 12. That's right. Almost gear. Oh, you butthole. Almost gear 13. I'm 2 pieces away from gear 13 for Mothma. And I am just so happy. Happier than a pig in his own filth, guys. Because, yeah. The only characters that I need after Mothma, the only character I need after Mothma is Chupio. And I've got him at 6-star, 5-star, halfway to 6. So then it's just a matter of getting him to 7. Freaking love it. I'm telling you, and Darth Hideous, Star Wars Lo-Fi. Awesome music. I love it. I'm going to go first order. And who do I want? Who do I want? Who do I want? I'm going to go here. Let's see how we do. It is. Like, I love it. Like, I love this music. Go here. Stun for days. And attack. He attacks back. kill her because she's not stunned. And him. I probably should have stunned Revan. Oh, I was hoping I was going to get it. But, you know, that they say you can hope in one hand and poop in the other one and see which gets filled first. So, all right. Not a terrible first round, right? Now comes the hard part. Ships. This is where I die always. What is this guy? Galactic Republic. I do not have him. Let's go ahead and pull in our own Galactic Republic. Let's do this. Galactic Republic. Let's see how we do. Because again, this is always where I lose it. Always. And it's so frustrating. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. But anyways, as far as other stuff, like I'm really stoked. There's a few books I'm excited about this coming out this year. I was really looking forward to the Mandalorian book that was set to come out in November, but they canceled it. Like they flat out, they didn't just like pull it and say, oh hey, you know, or delay it or something. Like they flat out canceled it, and I'm like super disappointed at that. Because it was like a standalone Mandalorian book. Like I thought that would have been tight, but that was the wrong person to put that on. I even looked at what it said and I just ignored it. Balls. But yeah, like and then Thrawn, the Thrawn book, guys. Same time, and this is why I think that the Thrawn book and the Bad Batch are going to have a connection, or Thrawn and the Bad Batch are going to have a connection, because the book of like the second book, the second Thrawn Ascendancy book, comes out in, I really want to say May the 4th, but I think it's like April 27th or something. And I think that's why I've been getting them and the Bad Batch confused, is because I think there's going to be a connection there. Some kind of like, hey, this is happening. I need to get rid of that ship. That's the one that's going to bug me. But anyways, I really do. I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth there. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And so, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm excited about with Star Wars right now. And I know that, what do you call it? The High Republic is getting a lot of hate. Some of it deservedly so. I won't lie. I've read the books. I haven't read all the comics. I've only read 2 of the comics. But I've read the books. And some of the anger, the frustration, it's legit. I feel like it's justified. Not all of it. All of the anger and hatred to me just seems a little over the top. I can understand why people are upset. 100%. I'm not gonna to deny you that anger. But having read the books, they're not as bad as all that. Some of them, I don't know. Some of them are pretty cool. But, okay, how do I want to do this? Let's go. Let's bring these fools in and see if this will work. Again, guys, I always lose at ships. Always. So you'd think that I would get better at ships. Nah, it's too much work. Let's see. hoping for something a little more deadly. But let's take that and put it on there. I don't know. What are you guys excited for? I mean, I do think there's a lot to be excited for. I really, really do. I've heard that the Mando is actually being pushed back again. I say again, but the Mandalorian is... Oh, balls. There we go. It wasn't officially pushed back, but having the Book of Boba kind of take its place, people are looking at that as a pushback. I don't know. I don't view it as being pushed back. It's just scheduling, right? Dave Filoni is taking on more of a lead writing role for the Ahsoka series, which I am stoked about. I think that is awesome. If anyone can make sure that thing comes off without a hitch, is freaking Filoni. Yeah, I think Mace could come back, right? I think it would be really cool to see Mace come back. And even what Samuel Jackson has come out and said that he would be down for playing Mace Windu again, which, I mean, why wouldn't he? Because he's Samuel Jackson, right? Even his bad movies are still awesome, you know, like they're still wonderful. The man is actually a really inspirational. He's a really inspirational story. But yeah, Mace Windu is I mean, he's a Jedi Master. And the only reason I think that it might come down to where it's like Mace didn't make it is because at the time that he was trying to kill Palpatine, that was Mace's dark side moment. Okay? And if I'm sure it's not the case, but I have this feeling that if you fall during the trial, the dark side moment, that's kind of an irredeemable thing, right? You lose it. Not that you, can't come back from that, but you'd have to survive. And since that was like the turning point, it just feels like he probably wouldn't have, if that's where they go with it, right? Because, you know, he was pushed out of a window and he was so focused on his hatred for Palpatine, or at least for the betrayal of Palpatine. I'm not sure if he like hated him, but like there's definitely, he was upset by the betrayal 100%, right? Mace was not happy about that. But Mace loved the Republic. And Mace's downfall was his love for the Republic. And I've said this before in a live stream in the past, and I always forget which one it is. But it's the book right before Deception Point? Shatterpoint. No, it's Shatterpoint. And it's Mace's, I think it's Shatterpoint. But the last part of the book shows where Palpatine and Dooku and Maul had all met on Coruscant, and like the Mace looks back, and out the window Mace can see the Senate building, and he's like, all signs point to the Senate, right? So someone in the Senate is the leak, someone in the Senate is the Sith, right? And he didn't know who at that moment, but it was like he knew it was there. So I'm gonna do this. This is probably like the worst possible scenario, but I'm gonna go. Labyrinth of Evil. Thank you, Jason, Rusty Jason. Absolutely. It was Labyrinth of Evil. That's the one. And it's a good book. I gotta say, man, the old canon has some gems in it. Some absolute gems. If you've never So I should have put Falcon to start. Well, Owie, thanks for the... I mean, better late than never. Now I'll know for next time. But, yeah, absolute gems to start in the old canon. Just amazing. What was it? It was happy days. Happy days. Oh man. You're good, man. You're good. I appreciate it. I don't know how that was the force. That was all the force. I can't take credit for it. 259.7. I don't feel bad about it. I feel like that's pretty good. I only lose one. Only had one loss, which again, kind of surprising. And I did pick up some extra points a few times. I had 2 losses with the ships. That's right. So we'll see. Sparktown, if you're watching, if you see this on replay, good luck, sir, madam, however you identify, whatever. Drop your D's in that TW. That sounds dirty. But before I'm going to continue playing, but let me show you guys just where I'm at real quick. What I've done is I realized that I wasn't farming effectively, right? So all of my light side points, all of my light side energy was going to get Mothma and Chupio, right? So this is where I'm at. And I had all of their gear ready. I just had to unlock them to 7-star. I was like, well, that sucks. So I kept doing like random farms for my ship. But here's the thing, or for my ship energy. But here's the thing though, guys. Like these last 2 tiers, like almost every character uses the majority of ship energy right here on these 3 abilities, right? And I was thinking, I was like, yeah, that's not terrible, right? That's not terrible. And so what I decided to do was, while I was still farming Mothma and Chupio, I was going to use all of my ship energy to get everyone who was gear 12 1 point or 1 piece away from gear 13. And then, I don't, so just to switch real quick, Owie, hello. Oh, we're being raided. Thank you, Dark Wiggins, and welcome. Joining us for our live stream. I don't know if I see more 3 auto deploys in 3v3. I think no. What I see in 5v5 and what I see in a lot of my GAC at my level is I see a lot of secondary accounts, or accounts who don't spend a ton of time and energy, right? So they'll set up their stuff and then just kind of like forget about it, right? They'll set it and forget it, for those info commercial watchers. And so I do see more of that than I would expect at my level, but I don't know why. But yeah, so this is what I've been doing. While I was farming Mothma to gear 12, I was thinking, well, I need to farm all these other ones to like just get these extra pieces. And then what I can do is just push the ones over the top that I feel most comfortable with. We will bring our systemic. Yes. Yeah, I don't see why they do it, but there are people that do it, that just auto deploy and don't care. And again, I think it just proves the point that there's a lot of people out there who GAC just really isn't that big of a deal for them. They don't care about it. It's just a thing, you know? And I get that. GAC is not my favorite part of this game. For me, it's all about collecting. That's why at the end of every stream, I'm like, hey, let's talk about what I got on the stuff. Yeah, some just like the rewards, right? Rusty Jason thinks that Galactic Legend announcement on Friday. So, question is then, who is it? Who are we doing? Right? Who are we getting? Is it going to be a Maul? If it's not Maul, and they're not giving us new characters to like lean up to it, America, not Spain. I thought so. Jen over on Twitch says he's got a Spanish project that he's putting off. He's watching the stream. Thank you, Jen, for that. I appreciate it. But he says, because I'll just tell my Spanish teacher that I live in America, not Spain. And I'm not pointing this out because I'm an English teacher, but because I thought you misspelled America, and I thought you were trying to spell merda, which is the Spanish word for poop, right? Clearly it's not the poop word, but anyways, I don't think that the Razor Crest will be needed for the event. I'm hoping that it's not, simply because no one's got it yet. Pre-Vizsla would be tight. But here's the thing, right? My top 85 characters, they end right here with Biggs. And so I was debating. I was like, so what do I need to do? I need to get everyone up to that last little tier of Gear 12 and then see who I need to really focus on. And so here I am, right? I got old Daka, I've got Zalbar. And so now I'm thinking, well, are these the best Gear 12s that I can have or that I need, right? And the answer is probably no. I mean, let's face it, guys. Freaking Wicket. We need Wicket. I need a Gear 12 Wicket. But I don't know. Like, I think there's a lot more potential in my roster than what I have currently set at. And so now that I have most of my characters, my Gear 85 characters, and my top 85 characters to nearly Gear 13, I could pick and choose who I want to bring up. I think that would be awesome, right? I think it's going to be so much easier now. And I can actually see, like, now based on who's coming next, I can like start doing a ton of different things, right? I can start farming who I want. I hope so. Jen over on Twitch says you're gonna need a relic 95 cup for the new Galactic Legend. I hope we never need Cup. Cup, when I had my test account, guys, Cup was the first character that I got to. I think at the highest we went was like Gear 12. I got him high, and he was terrible. Like, it was bad. He was still a terrible character. I could not find a good mix for that guy. He just wasn't good enough. So, poor Cup, right? And that's why he turned to the life of crime, right? That's why he's the underworld Coruscant underworld police, because he's a no good, dirty dealer. So yeah, but this is where I'm at right now. All of these guys, actually everyone above Kenobi, Old Ben has, and actually most of them below. I think Cody is one of the few, yeah. Everyone above Cody, Old Ben, they've all got their Zetas, let's see. So, like, as far as Zetas go, I've got, by the time I get Old Luke or Jedi Master Luke, and again, guys, I'm freaking 2 away from Jedi Master Luke. It's so frustrating. 2. And I mean, one of them is Mon Mothma, who probably by the end of this week, I should have her to at least relic status. And I've been saving up my relics to, get her up. And then, I don't know, Chupio, because he's so low. It's probably another 2 weeks in my mind to get him up. But while I'm getting him up, that's inappropriate. But while I'm raising his level, Howie100, thank you for the follow. While I'm leveling him up, I'm actually going to be spending time kind of figuring out the rest of my roster. And by that time, I'll figure out who else needs to be, who I'll need for the next Galactic Legend. And again, I think could be a lot of different things. I do think absolutely 100% that a new Maul is coming. We could see, but I gotta say though, we could see Maul and we could see Satine, Duchess Satine, right? What if we got a 2 Galactic Legends for the same faction? Or what if Maul's a scoundrel? And I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that, I mean, Satine would be awesome, but to get a character like that. But let's go ahead and I haven't. Oh no, this is where I was. I had done it. I've gone through and I really haven't been spending much time on this, guys. I know a lot of people are like loving it, and it's cool. I enjoy it, but like I'm not as gung-ho as a lot of other people are about it. But like I said, I like it. It's fun. It's cool to see some of these characters that I haven't used in the past be needed, you know? Yeah, and so Rusty Jason points out that he thinks that Maul is proper for a epic confrontation, and I made that point in one of my videos recently. And I love the idea of an epic confrontation because Maul has all of that stuff. Like he's always up to trickery and deceit, and so it would make sense for a Maul to be epic confrontation. But I feel like they've moved away from it, and maybe they haven't, and we just don't know. But like, I don't know. Like I just feel if he's not an epic confrontation, yeah, he's coming as a relic, a galactic legend. If that's not, if he's not coming as an epic confrontation, we are absolutely getting a galactic legend Maul. It makes the most sense to me, right? Because who else is galactic legend status? I mean, you have the true galactic legends. You have Luke and Palpatine and Sith Eternal Emperor, whatever, but it's Palpatine, right? You have Rey and Kylo, and I get that, right? Because they were trying to push the movie, but like, who else could do it? I mean, we have so many great characters in the game. Vader would be an epic choice for a Lord Vader galactic legend would be awesome. And then I don't know, like Lord Vader would be tight. That's a good point. Lord Vader and Hondo. I'm just kidding. Clearly not. I mean, I love Hondo, but it's not going to be Hondo. But I mean, there's a lot of potential. Hold on. You got a space heater down here, and it's like the bowels of hell. It's really hot. But yeah, I mean, who else could you do? I mean, you got Vader, but you've got to get a light side character. So let's look over here real quick. Mothma. No. I gotta say, now that I see her, this is what I want, okay? If we get a legendary Maul, Dark Side Maul, legendary event Maul, or a Hero's Journey Maul would be awesome. I want a Hero's Journey Asajj Ventress. Like, if you guys don't know the story of Asajj Ventress, first off, the Dathomir characters that Filoni has created, or that were created during Filoni's time or shortly thereafter, are some of the most heartbreakingly tragic stories in all of Star Wars. I mean, and a bounty hunter Asajj would be epic. And that's how her story ends, as a bounty hunter. That's not a spoiler necessarily. And I do apologize for that being a little spoilery. But Asajj, man, her story is so good. Quinlan Voss, oh, we need a Quinlan Voss in this game. I gotta say though, Quinlan Voss has this ability that, you know what, I haven't used. I'm gonna go Ewoks here. Because why not, right? That's the whole point of this. I'm gonna lose, most likely, but let's give it a shot, right? Ewoks, rock in the house. And let's do C-3PO. I have never used this combination before. Ever. But let's give it a shot, right? It's probably not the right combination. And I'm clearly seeing that now. Oh man. But yeah, Voss had that ability where he could touch an object and view its past, right? And so when Rey touched Kenobi's lightsaber, I was like, yes, Voss! She's gonna be Voss's daughter! Like, how cool would that have been, right? Not necessarily prominent Jedi, right? With freaking Asajj Ventress as her mom, right? And like, oh my gosh, that would have been amazing. It wouldn't have made sense, but it would have been freaking cool. Oh, it would have been so awesome. Okay, so that clearly didn't work. Yes, Cal in Fallen Order, he's got that same power, which does make me wonder. Except, you know, Cal in Fallen Order is clearly not Voss's son, right? Yeah, we need Fallen Order in the game. Fallen Order 2 is actually supposed to come out this year, and I am very excited for that. That is a dope game. Like, that game is just awesome. I really loved that game. In fact, Fallen Order 2 is part of the reason why I'm still very glad that I'm technically considered a game changer. And I gotta say, it was awesome. And again, on a side note, with that being said, mad props to the development crew or the game changer crew over there at EA, who did hook me up with Battlefront 2, the version that I've been playing on my computer. When I had Corona, I told them, I was like, hey guys, you know, I'm still a game changer. I'm still in the program. I'm sick. I'm home with the Rona. And I'd love to do some streaming, but I just, you know, when the game came out, like a smart person, I got the one that I knew that I would be playing so that I could do like a legit review on it and stuff. And I got the Xbox copy, you know, because that's what I was playing. I was playing on the Xbox. Hadn't built my computer yet, and PC wasn't going to run it. So I was like, hey, you know, can you guys hook me up and get me a copy so that I can stream and stuff? They're like, yeah, let me see what we can do. And, you know, they had one lying around in a back room somewhere. And so they're like, hey, here you go. So it was awesome. Like, and I mad props to them, you know. And again, one of the things that I think that is cool about EA is the change that they made. Now, did they have to have made the change in the first place? No, they should have known better. But they listened to the fans and said, all right, we kind of screwed up. We were more concerned about money than, you know, making people happies. And Sith Squad, all right, let's do this. Then we should have been. And we're sorry. But anyways, yeah, that storyline is just a powerhouse storyline. And I gotta say that one of the things that I loved about it was Order 66. And if you haven't played it, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But the Order 66 scene is, my goodness, it is. Oh, it's hard to watch and hard to turn away from because it's just so well done, you know? And friggin' loved it. Just awesome. Just amazing. So, yeah, we need Cal Kestis and crew in the game. And again, I gotta point out, now that I'm fighting the Night Sisters, there's a Night Sister, right? There's more Night Sisters than the ones that we see in the Clone Wars. Like, those are the ones that we're familiar with, because they're, you know, Mother Talzin was like the warring chiefess. And she and Palpatine were not friends. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Palpatine and Talzin got together, and that's who raised baby mama, grandmama is, whatever. Do I think we'll ever get Star Wars The Force Unleashed in this game? I don't think we will. We could. Anything that is technically... So here's the thing. If you're not familiar, if you didn't know, news dropped 2 weeks ago, I think, that Caravan of Courage and the other Ewok movie is making its way to Disney Plus. So if you didn't know, now you know. So it's making its way to Disney Plus, right? Additionally, there was one other thing that stood out to me, and I can't remember exactly what it was. But the idea is that they're not turning their back entirely on old canon. So, could we see a resurgence of something to that extent? We could. Because here's the thing, because everything that CG does, they have to get approved by Star Wars, by Disney, right? They have to go through, and it's not like a, I mean, they have a contact or liaison that they work with, right? And so you got, they have the higher ups they have to go through and whatever. But like, if they're starting to branch into to the other stuff, I think it's very possible that we could see some of that old canon not only make a resurgence in importance, because a lot of people, like the other day I was talking to the Nev from the Escape Podcast, and he grew up on the old canon, and it's different from someone like me who read it as an adult to someone who lived it, who read these things as a kid, and it like influenced their formative years. I mean, that's a very different idea. And so bringing that stuff back and saying, hey, yeah, we're not as opposed to what it once was or whatever, I think is huge. Like, hugely huge. And so could we see a cross promotion where they're doing because there's a new game coming out, or I say a new game, it's not even a new game, it's an old game that's being re-released, and I forget the name of it, but it's like Jedi, it's not Jedi Academy, but it's around that era, and I forget, I totally forget the name of it, but again, the idea is that they're relaunching a game, not digitally mastered or remastered or anything that I know of, but they're relaunching a game that has importance to people. And so maybe, I mean, we could see stuff like that appear here and there in this game, right? Because again, they're going to be wanting to do cross promotions. They're going to want to do things that are going to get the fan base excited. And whether you love the old canon or not, or the new canon, the new trilogy or not a lot of people are as excited about the new trilogy as they are the old trilogy. That is, or the old canon. That's just a fact. There are people that are clearly still excited about it, but it's just not the same. It doesn't have the same weight, the same gravitas. And so if they bring in some of those old canon characters, if they bring in Starkiller, you better believe that this game will see a bump in sales. And yeah, the toy sales prove it. These aren't being bought by children, right? Children don't care. It's adult man children like myself who buy the toys, right? We put them on our shelves back here. We're like, this is my collection, right? I don't know. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I've gone over my mark. I've gone over my hour limit that I normally limit myself to. But thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great day, a great rest of the week. I hope your GACs go well. I hope great Star Wars news comes out for this game and for the rest of canon in the coming days. I hope you find some peace in this troubled world. And check out the links in the section below, though, guys. Swag Store, my Discord channel, Audible. I always recommend it. I am going to be listening to Outbound Flight. And coming in the next couple of days, I'm actually going to be putting it together a Thrawn Heir to the Empire versus Thrawn New Canon Thrawn, and kind of comparing the two. But check out the links for Audible, guys. If you like audiobooks, if you like Star Wars books, there are none better, right? The audiobooks for Star Wars are freaking amazing. But check them out. Free books, 2 books, 1 month for free. If you've already done it, sign up with a new email. Totally free. Every time you do, you help the channel. But like, subscribe, share. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. And remember, guys, smile. Because there's a lot to smile about. And stay nerdy.